A lot of times, people come to me with questions that they have about a particular piece of media they'd like to do. They need a website. They need some Facebook ads. They need some video for their website. They need better SEO, they say. They need etc., etc. But typically, a lot of the issues that a lot of clients have, a lot of businesses have, is less about the particular mode or medium that they're using and more about the message and the meaning of what they're trying to communicate. Because ultimately, when you're talking to, you're using marketing is a form of communication to people. Number one, the most important thing to understand is that people are who you do business with, not business entities. And so because you have to figure out how to, especially if it's a consumer, the consumer has to, as a person, develop a level of trust with you. And just as all trust, there's always a continuum of trust. And so many people can think that you're a legitimate business, but still not trust you with the particular thing that they are having a question or a problem with, especially depending on how big of a problem it is and how much money they have to spend to solve their problem. And so oftentimes, what is the greater obstacle that I'm helping my clients who are business owners figure out is what is the real business need, the real human need that these people they are trying to serve have. And what are the particular pain points that they are experiencing as human beings in the process of getting what they want, and these things getting in their way. And so oftentimes that is the primary thing when we start off this discussion about a particular, I want SEO to get better, reach on my website, better search results on my website or on my videos. I help them understand, sure, we can start to do some strategy on that, but let's take a look at what you're doing to actually meet the needs of the clients and speak to their human needs. And are you, as a brand, are you marketing yourself in a way that breeds greater levels of trust with the people that you want to do business with? And part of being a greater level of trust is by developing a relationship with the people that you want to serve. And how you develop without actually meeting the people in the process of getting to know them is you're creating content that shows yourself as the expert, that kind of articulates in the same mind not only the things that help your client that's of interest and of value to them, but and share your expertise in that process, but also touching on the pain points and ultimate vision and goals of the individual person that you want to do business with. And so true marketing is really about understanding the human side of the clientele you wish to communicate with and their human needs, and making that your content and brand is trusted because you're trusting a person, people in your business, not thinking this faceless, relationshipless image will solve your problem. And that's the core thing that makes or breaks modern marketing in the 21st century. Consumers want to trust people, not merely corporate logos or corporate looking graphics. And so how can you deliver trust and expertise and touch on the real human pain points? Well, you have to put yourself in a position to showcase and have a dialogue through social media on the topics that matter to your client of interest and of their values. And that means getting yourself or people in your company who are good at explaining and walking the client through what they need to know in order for them to feel secure in the thing that you're having them buy. They need to be able to be walked through that by a salesperson or a representative. And you can do that without being on a live call. You can create content that is sales related content, but that is in the approach to communicate the things you're communicating is identifying the human needs, questions, values that your client has and desires, and then explaining how they can fulfill those needs, meet those needs, lessen those pain points by getting your product or service and continuing to pursue the goals and values they are attempting to do. And so that's what will make or break a modern company in the 21st century. Are you willing, as a brand, to showcase your people's expertise in a way that also delivers higher levels of trust to the end consumer that you wish to do business with? And that is what I help people do. I'm helping people actually develop a higher level of trust with the clientele that they'd like to reach, and continuing to put out regular content so that they build their expertise before they even DM you. They already trust your brand, and that is the goal that I'm going to help you with. So DM me.